Assalamu alaikum, Chairman Salaam. My name is Nerdeen Kiswani. I'm a Palestinian, a lifelong New Yorker, and the chair and founder of Within Our Lifetime, a Palestinian organization revitalizing the revolutionary spirit of our community in New York City since 2015. Ramadan Kareem. This is supposed to be a holy and peaceful month, yet it's once again another time where Israel is butchering Palestinians, this time at an intensity never witnessed in modern history. Over 40,000 Palestinians have been killed, at least 12,000 children, and we're used to seeing Israel attack Muslims.
We have to stay on topic.
This is on topic. These, as you've heard from CARE and NYCLU, all the incidents of the SRG where they've attacked protesters have been about our protests. These incidents of violence, of people having concussed, have happened at our protests. So this is exactly what I'm talking about, because it all flows from what we're protesting about. These attacks are now more horrifying than ever. 4 out of 5 of the hungriest human beings on earth in Gaza right now, over 1.1 million, are actively being starved by Israel. And when Palestinians try to receive aid, they're bombed or shot or even killed by US aid. And instead of Eric Adams decrying these atrocities, he hosted a PR iftar yesterday to distract from the genocide. Of course, vast majority of Muslim community members boycotted and protested this. But NYPD were hell-bent on suppressing our rally at Zuccotti Park, trying to prevent us from using sound and marching towards the iftar. They arrested several Muslim youth leaders while they were fasting, and they didn't even allow them to break their fast at iftar time while they were in police custody. As those of us who were continued to protest were verbally threatened, harassed, and physically assaulted by NYPD, and in particular the SRG. This is just one of the examples of the brutality that they've treated us with over the past 5 months. The rest that you've heard already from CARE and NYCLU of incidents that happen at wall protests. As a Muslim and human, it's my duty to speak out against these atrocities, especially when it's our tax dollars that carry them out. Our political leaders don't represent us. The city council fails to represent us. Major media outlets like New York Times manufacture consent for genocide. The only avenue we have to express our dissent to genocide and our government's funding of it is through the protests, and that is being taken away right now by the NYPD with their crackdown on Palestine protests, which is detailed in our 80-plus page report on wolpalestine.com/resist repression. For almost 10 years, we've held marches for Palestine with the full support of the Muslim community, with hundreds of thousands of people.
Pardon me, sister. We're at 2 minutes.
I understand, but the disruption earlier
we have to just
kind
wrap.
of shorten my time. Okay, so in conclusion, we've seen that the NYPD showed up to our protests with batons and riot gears while they beat children until they're bleeding and attack Muslim women. We've seen them rip Palestinian flags out of protesters' hands and keffiyehs off of their necks, like the one that I'm wearing today. We have observed that it's their purpose to physically assault and intimidate protesters from continuing to march and trying to limit the visible public support for Palestine, fueled by racist comments of multiple city council members, including Council Member Holden, who was here earlier today, that literally called us terrorists, using racist slurs that have been weaponized against our community for years. It's no wonder he thinks this sort of rhetoric justifies attacks against us. We know that we're on the right side.
Please submit the remainder of your testimony so that we can have it on record.
Yes,
because we're at 2 minutes.
We'll submit it to you in writing.
Because we have to allow for the rest of it's about 100 people that are going to be testifying tonight.
I understand. Earlier they were making jokes about basketball, and that's what she said jokes. Prosecutors went on to ramble and have jokes with each other. But then when the public defenders actually wanted to put this evidence, you wanted to silence us. In Ramadan, you're silencing Muslim women again. In Ramadan, you're silencing Palestinian women again. And if this city council does not hold NYPD accountable and Israel accountable, Allah will.
We have to maintain order in the chamber.